Welcome back to The Mouse and Men, where we explore the grown-up side of Disney. Find us online at themouseandmen.com. Find us on social media at The Mouse and Men. I am your host, Bradley, coming to you with some Disney news. What do Dinoland, Aerosmith, MuppetVision, Tom Sawyer Island all have in common? They're going away. Dinoland. Let's start there. Dinoland has always felt to me like a swing and a miss. The idea was it's dinosaurs have set up this circus carnival thing in the parking lot, which they did really well. Disney did when they were executing this, but that just kind of carnival setup in the parking lot doesn't feel Disney. I think that's some of the issue that I had with it. It didn't feel Disney. I was kind of missing the story, but even knowing the story, I think, man, I don't know. It felt like a swing and a miss. And I know my kids enjoyed a couple of those rides over there. But it wasn't our favorite part of the park. It's never been one of my favorite parts of the park. And I'm interested to see how that develops. I know they've talked about some theming and stuff, but I want to see how it really is executed. Let's move on to Tom Sawyer Island. This is another place that I never spent a whole lot of time. I know early on, you can go find a paintbrush, and I think you got fast pass for the day. But it was not easy to get to. Having to take the little ferry across, just wasn't real conducive. So I'm not sure what's going to happen to the paddle boat, Rivers of America, and how you're going to get over there. But Tom Sawyer Island is going to become Cars themed, and kind of along with this, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy going away in Hollywood Studios. So Cars coming over to Magic Kingdom, which Cars kind of fits into that Frontierland area because mesas and desert and Western United States, that's where Cars takes place. So I feel like that's gonna be kind of a cool fit, but I wish it was open now. I mean, they're just getting started. But I would love to see my kids at this age where they really, really love Cars, the movies, the shows, the shorts, and really anything with wheels. They litter our floor in our house. But yeah, I'd love to see it. And just personally, I love the movies, all the Cars movies and spin-offs. So I'd love to see Cars, but when that finally opens, I'll be excited to see that. Rock and Roller Coaster, Aerosmith. Chris and I reimagineered the Rock and Roller Coaster way back on episode 40. So go back 122 episodes to hear how we reimagined the attraction, Rock and Roller Coaster. I think Muppets could be a great fit. I'd love to see the Electric Mayhem. I'd love to see the state music based with the Electric Mayhem. I'm a fan of Muppets Mayhem on Disney Plus. I enjoyed it. I believe it got canceled after one season, but one season was good. I think they told a nice complete story in one season, and I'm very satisfied with that show, and I think Muppets could be great over there. I'm glad they're keeping Muppets in the park. I recently introduced my oldest to the Swedish Chef. Hurdy-gurdy-gurdy, bork, bork, bork. And we bork, bork, bork around the house quite a bit, and just I'll start laughing. So as he gets a little bit older, as the younger one gets a little bit older too, Can't wait to introduce them to more Muppets. Uh, and I'm glad that they're keeping them in the parks. Muppet Vision is going away because they're making room for Monsters Inc. land. I, I've enjoyed the Monsters Inc. movies. I've watched Monsters at Work, the new series, newish. I think there's a couple seasons out on Disney Plus, and introducing new characters, taking place. Um, excuse me. Taking place right after Monstropolis moves from scare energy to laugh energy, and um, it's a fun show. Lighthearted, just kind of focuses on a different area of Monsters Inc., the company, and so I'm excited to see that land develop there in Hollywood studios. And this is something that Disney does. They update things, they refurbish things, they take things away. Which I'm not sure if they're taking away or refurbishing Astro Orbiter and Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland's one of those areas that we've talked about that could use some updating, because is it, and I think it needs to solidify its identity. Is it a picture of what we thought tomorrow would be back in the 70s, or is it always going to be pointing towards tomorrow? It's hard. It's going to be hard to always be pointing towards tomorrow. But if anybody can do it, Disney can. But Astro Orbiter, one of my son's favorites, is currently down. So that's just some park news for you. And like I said, Disney's always refurbishing. Walt said something that it would never be complete, and everybody who's come along after that has kind of taken that to mean we're gonna have to take things away. We're going to have to refurbish things. We're going to have to redo things. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride had to go away so we could get Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. I also like the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride storyline, and thought the ride was fun, but honestly, I do enjoy the Winnie the Pooh stories better than the Mr. Toad story. It's something that we're always going to be dealing with finite resources. So find us online. You can email us, podcast at the Mouse and Men, and let us know what you think of some of these things going away. Do you think they got it right putting the Muppets in Rock and Roller Coaster? Do you think they got it right shutting down MuppetVision to make room for Monsters Inc., shutting down Tom Sawyer Island to make room for Cars? What do you think about all these things? Let us know. Find us online at themouseandmen.com or on social media at themouseandmen. Shoot us a DM. Let us know what you think. We'd love to hear from you. And until next week, you don't want to grow up too fast. And you gotta keep it